Animal abuse, human abuse, any abuse is wrong. We are put on this earth to tend it. We're the dominion over the earth, and we are supposed to take care of it, not abuse it. Now, I consume many meats. I'm going to take the free-range chicken. Okay, that's disturbing. I didn't know that. Okay, that's sad. I did not know that.
So before you said that animals feel pain like we would, it's our responsibility to take care of them, to nurture them. Do you think the things I mentioned to you would be considered taking care of them? Hi everyone, this is Sheena, and today I'm here with Larry. How are you?
I am superbly blessed.
Good to hear. So today we're talking about animals. So what do you think about animals?
I love them. It's the second best species on earth.
Why are humans the first?
I believe that we can take care of them and nurture them and bring them along with the right proper care. I mean, there's a lot of ones that we've domesticated who probably otherwise wouldn't have lasted as long. And sure, we're responsible for some of their demise, but I think on the whole, it's a cohabiting experience for both of us. We support each other.
What do you think about animal abuse or people who abuse animals?
Well, it's like any animal abuse, human abuse, any abuse is wrong. And whether it's animals or humans, it's just wrong. And there are, unfortunately, bad people who will do both.
What is it about animals that make you think that they shouldn't be abused?
Nothing should be abused, especially humans. But I mean, animals, we are put on this earth to tend it. We're the dominion over the earth, and we are supposed to take care of it, not abuse it. And abusing the earth, or abusing animals, or abusing fellow humans, is all responsible for us. So we shouldn't abuse anything.
The third question is a bit trickier. Are there any industries where you pay for animals to be confined, abused, eventually killed? And by that I mean, do you consume meat, dairy, eggs, and fish?
Now, I consume many meats. I don't like the practice of, having chickens stuck in a factory setting and all that. I prefer, the free range. And of course, any animal should have at least a life. It shouldn't just be cooped up in a little compartment just to breed for us. Same even with fish. I wouldn't want, like an aquarium that's it. That's all I have, So, I mean, it's hard to say, who does and doesn't do it. But sometimes it's out of your control. Obviously, if I had a choice, like a buddy over here said, I take my chickens from a cell and that's all they do. And the guy over here says, I have free-range chicken. I'm going to take the free-range chicken. But you don't always get that choice.
So even the free-range one, all free-range really means is they have to have access to the outdoors. Yeah. So you could still have 30,000, and in most cases they do, have many tens of thousands in a shed with access to the outdoors. And they're chickens, they have a pecking order, so most will never get outdoors. Do you know how old chickens are when they're killed in Canada?
I do not.
What would be your guess?
A few months.
They're about 5 weeks old.
5 weeks, wow. Okay, that's disturbing.
Do you know why a cow produces milk?
Well, I imagine the same as, primarily probably the same as women. I mean, for their young.
Do you know what happens to their young so we can drink their milk?
Well, I would hope that if they drink from their mother, kind of like the same with humans, it's more nurturing than, formula or anything else. I mean, a natural milk from the parent is the best thing, the best source.
Do you think the baby calves are given the chance to drink their mother's milk?
Probably not, unfortunately. I mean, it's become such an industry that I'm sure that it's been abused. It's unfortunate. I was raised on a farm, so I was at the time when it was in the right order. Like, we fed the cows and they got to be with their mothers and the calves and all that stuff. But I'm sure that day is come and gone.
Most of the milk we would get here or in the shops or butter or cheese all comes from the product of artificial insemination. So they have to collect the semen from the bull, insert it into the female they confine the female in a rape rack. It's done through artificial insemination. Like you said, mammals like us, they carry their babies for 9 months. When their babies are born, they're immediately taken away from their mothers. The girls are placed in like a field of white hutches. Those are the growing pens. And the boys, do you know what happens to the boys in the dairy industry?
They become veal.
I think it's about 30% in Canada will be kept alive for 3 months only. Then they're killed for veal. The majority of them are killed within the first 3 days of living.
I didn't know that. I mean, how much can there be in three days, you say? Can't be anything to them.
No, they're considered a waste product.
Okay, that's sad.
It's extremely sad. You know, they're like big dogs. And so the mother has the one baby taken away, 2 babies, 3 babies. And when she's spent, when her milk production declines, do you know what happens to her?
And she's probably tomorrow's dinner.
So she'll be killed when she's about 5 or 6 maximum. She can live for 20, 25 years.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I lived in the farm, we had cows that had a long life, but who knows who does that anymore? I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate.
And let's say it is a small farm. Even if it's a small farm and we're still taking something from an animal that doesn't say really belong to us, and we're still viewing them as a product. Would you say that that's true?
You'd want to think that there are still farmers who do that, but there's probably more that don't.
Do you eat pig?
Sorry?
Do you eat pig?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how old pigs are when they're killed in Canada?
So, probably, again, a few months. It sounds like, yeah.
They're about 6 months old. Do you know how they're killed?
Probably not very nice.
What's your guess? Because I have no idea either. Just absolutely no idea. How do you think pigs are killed as a standard practice?
Well, in my day, they slit the throat. When we were on the farm, they just slit their throats. But now that's probably takes too much time, so they probably just shoot them.
That is done on some small farms. But in Canada and most countries, they're killed in gas chambers.
Wow. Really? Wow, it's come to that. I did not know that.
So they're put in like a gondola, like in a cage, and they're lowered into a pit of CO2. Have you heard of Fearman Slaughterhouse in Burlington, Ontario?
No.
So it's a slaughterhouse on Appleby Line and the QEW. That's where they kill 10,000 pigs every day in gas chambers.
Wow. Wow.
How does that make you feel?
Oh, that's very that's sad news. I did not know that.
So before you said that animals feel pain like we would, it's our responsibility to take care of them, to nurture them. Do you think the things I mentioned to you would be considered taking care of them?
That's not what is meant by taking care of them. No, that's an abuse for sure.
I'll leave you with one thought. Until the day that comes that you go vegan, animals will continue to be abused and killed because of your actions.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And so will humans. So.
But you don't kill them.
True.
Thank you.